Cheers and welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren and today I have a appletini that I am working on for this video. We are going to be watching a Baldermort video today called The Masque of Slaanesh. I am excited for this. People have been requesting Baldermort for some time. I have seen at least one of his videos in the past, but it was just, it was for me, not for the channel. So it's like, I already know that his voice is, amazing. Very good to listen to. And I'm excited to learn a little bit more about Slaanesh. So I want to get right into it. Before I do, just thank you so much again for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. We appreciate that a lot. I'm just gonna quick little rundown on the appletini. It's very good. It is just vodka, a little bit of apple juice, green apple schnapps, and it's supposed to have a little bit of simple syrup in it, but I decided that I not to do any simple syrup just because I tend to like my drinks a little less on the sweet side, and it already had the apple juice. So that is how I made this particular martini. It is very tasty, and I'm excited to continue on with my Warhammer journey. Again, we're gonna drink if I say something is really cool, because that seems to be a thing that happens a lot when I watch these Warhammer videos. We can also drink whenever I say something is something dumb. If I say something stupid, then we can drink. And if I feel like it's Slaanesh, so if ever I, make a face, maybe we can throw one of those in there. It depends on it though, because that might end up being dangerous. Occasionally that's dangerous. So let us begin. This is called The Masque of Slaanesh by Baldermort. And let's go. Yeah, guys. That's a really cool intro. Not gonna lie. That was lit. That was fire.
Welcome, gentle listener. I am Baldermort, your faithful servant. And I wish to introduce you to the factions, forces, and faces of the Warhammer 40k setting. The grim darkness of the far future.
Not gonna lie, I definitely thought that the inkwell that he is carrying over here was a coffee pot for a minute. It took me way too long. I was like, why does he have a feather in a coffee pot? It took me way too long to realize that was an inkwell. I'll drink for that because that was me being stupid and I needed to let you know about it.
Where there is no time for peace, there is only time for war.
Yeah.
We also have channels for mythology and natural history, links in the description. We now also have super thanks, so like, subscribe, and throw me a coin if you enjoyed the video more than usual, or Patreon of course. Now, let us proceed.
I feel like The Witcher has ruined me because when I hear the phrase, throw me a coin, I just think of the song, toss a coin to your Witcher, like... Toss a coin to your Baldermort. It's not funny. But that's what I think of every time. It's terrible.
For today, we take a walk on the wild side.
Ooh. The
dark depths of the secrets of what it is to be a thrall to evil. A servant of chaos.
Look. I don't think it's evil to be a servant of chaos, okay? It's heretical. But I don't think it's evil. Chaos isn't inherently evil. It's just not by nature of being chaos. Slaanesh might be evil. Most of it's, not necessarily evil, though. That just feels harsh to me.
Many will tout that they are not sniveling worshippers of the corpse god. That everything, their adherence to his will and glory, are but peons and rabble, drones who do naught but die in his service. For there is certainly nothing even approximating what we today would presently call living. Yet the truth of the matter is far starker and darker than many wish to believe. But to get to this, to have a common understanding by which to discuss, we must first hear the tale, the life, the tragedy of the Masque of Slaanesh.
Okay, let's go.
And so, as usual, for the very basics, let us lean on existing wisdom. To quote
Hey.
the Masque of Slaanesh, eternal dancer of Slaanesh. Once the chief handmaiden of Slaanesh.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, the Masque is a person. Why didn't I think? I don't know what I thought a Masque was. I don't know. I don't know what I thought that was. But hi.
Eternal dancer of Slaanesh. Once the chief handmaiden of Slaanesh, the Masque used to comb the Dark Prince's shining hair and oil it with fragrant balms. When Slaanesh's mood was grim, the Masque would dance to lighten his thoughts, enrapturing her guard with the most dazzling and acrobatic displays. Yet for all of Slaanesh's indulgence, the Masque was to become the most despised of all of the Prince of Pleasure's servants.
Ooh.
During the eternal wrangling and wars that make up the great game, it came about that Tzeentch tricked Slaanesh into an unwinnable battle against both Khorne and Nurgle.
Yeah.
The ill-fated Provocation Wars. It was a hard-fought series of campaigns that ended only with the Dark Prince's utter defeat and subsequent humiliation. Seeing the dark mood of her master, the Masque took it upon herself to ease his heart with her most energetic and scintillating dance ever. Where once her leaps and pirouettes had brought laughter and joy.
That's really interesting too. Like this art that I'm looking at right now with the fabric of the skirt here, like literally pinned into the legs. Like that is an interesting fashion choice. I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense for the Slaanesh follower, or if this, I don't know who this is. This might be Slaanesh, but like, because, you know, it's all about physical sensation. But like that's a choice, all right.
Now Slaanesh's bitter heart saw mockery. Each perfect combination of moves calculated to be barbs to his pierced pride. Enraged, Slaanesh cast the Masque aside, condemning her as a traitor. He cursed her, saying,
Because like, how dare you be good at something when I have just failed miserably? How dare you be good at something?
Cursed her, saying that if she wanted to dance, she must dance forevermore. Such has been the Masque's doom, to dance across reality. In the circle of Slaanesh's realm, she pirouettes for other demonettes, entrancing them with her sinuous movements until they are so enraptured that they can no longer move or speak. She dances at the gates of Khorne, mocking the bloodletters who snarl and growl at her impudence. The Masque dances across the mortal worlds of the galaxy, trapping those who witness her. Where mortals indulge their senses, where excesses overcome restraint, the Masque appears to lead the incautious on a dance of doom. She enacts the tales of Slaanesh's glorious history, her bespoke destiny, and his most unholy conquests. Her golden mask flickers and changes, matching the roles of the characters she plays. So powerful is the lure of the Masque's display that all who see it feel compelled to join in the performance.
Oh, wow.
Immortal demons and crude mortals alike, feeling this calling in their hearts.
So that's what happened with that dancing plague in France. They saw Slaanesh's Masque dancing and decided they had to join in the fun. Also, in the original, I think it was in a Snow White. No, it was in one of those grim fairy tales. I think it was Snow White, but like the evil queen is forced to put on like red hot shoes and dance until she dies. I think it was Snow White. It might have been Cinderella.
And are powerless to resist, joining the show as if they had rehearsed their parts for an eternity. In the dance of dreaming, where the character of the sublime prince awaits to be born, the masked troupe is lulled into a lethargic trance, whilst in the dance of death, a reenactment of one of Slaanesh's great victories over Khorne, the cast leap and flail and claw at their eyes and throats, Consumed by the ecstasy and agony of the Masque's aura, they will happily dance themselves to death, using up their last ounce of energy, their dying breath, to keep pace with her twirls and somersaults. The Masque has been known to turn up unheralded on battlefields across the galaxy. She has danced to the screams of those massacred by Khorne's bloodletters and pirouetted to the droning count of Nurgle's plague-bearers, a figure of grace amongst the brutal and bloated. Most often, however, the Masque will appear alongside the cavalcades of her master's legions of excess. Her insane prancing reaches new heights when she is at the center of a Kuranti legion, surrounded by cavorting demonettes. There her dazzling acrobatics inspire her sisters to magnificent performances of bloodshed. If she could follow her own will, that is where she might stay. But Slaanesh can be petulant, and still refuses to remove the hex from her. So does the Masque continue dancing wherever the fickle whims of her curse takes her.
Oh.
End quote. But this is not all.
Oh.
For this horror, vilified even by her own patron deity, has been instrumental of some of the most important moments in the grim darkness. For it was she who boarded Baltan with the moronic but deadly Scarbrand, and thus she who inadvertently caused the first real appearance of the Incarn, the very avatar of Inyad, the Eldari god of the dead. And it is her example that I like to think most encapsulates being a servant of evil. They are not called slaves to darkness without cause. For even as she prances and pirouettes through time and space, she cannot take anything but glee in the service of her god, no matter how ill-fated she may be, how cursed. And it goes to show the old adage, once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. There is no self, no accomplishment, no glory or reprieve when you serve the dark gods. Meaning to free themselves of chains, order, laws, and constraints, the ultimate joke is that all of these free-thinking and selfish marines or traitors, cultists or wizards, are merely pawns for their new masters, to be used and discarded, cursed and...
Why are they acting like that's not what the case with the regular Space Marines too? Like, they are all also just pawns for the Emperor. Like, he doesn't care if they die. Like, he kills a lot of them. Someone said that was the Psychers, I think, in the comment. He, like, kills 1,000 Psychers a day to, like, power the warp. He doesn't care. It's not any different. Oh my goodness, it's the same.
Cultists or wizards are merely pawns for their new masters, to be used and discarded, cursed and killed at the whim of their terrible gods. No action of worth can save the slave from the lash. You are only ever as good as your last day, your last supplication to the terrible powers. For they know no gratitude. Nothing has worth to them. Nothing. And every adherent to the Dark Ones will claim to be free, to be doing what they wish. But in reality, they are no more their own masters than the meanest and weakest of all demons of the warp.
Look, again, please tell me how that is any different than being a member of the non-heretical legions. Like, how is that, in this universe, how is it any worse for an individual to be serving a chaos god as opposed to the emperor god? Like, he is also just demanding... He demands the exact same thing. It's, oh my God, it's... Apparently that's something I have, like, feelings about. It is just kind of funny to me, though. It's just, like, it's not actually different. Like, whoever it is you're serving, you're not the person on top, so therefore, fuck you, really. Like, that is everything in this universe.
They are slaves. And they are treated like slaves. They do nothing more than add greater glory to their owners, the dark gods of chaos. thank you for your precious time.
Yeah.
Now,
Cheers.
no matter what you do today, do try to make some time for fun. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. All right. Yeah. So, still, I still will say I am on the, I'm on the side of chaos, y'all, just in general. They're at least, I feel like it's at least a little bit more honest about it. With the Chaos Legions. It's like, yeah, we're fucked up and we'll continue to be fucked up. And we're just gonna actively fuck you up forever. Just continue to actively fuck you up, and you can fuck up everybody else too. It's like reciprocal, and it's a thing. I feel like a lot of times with the Space Marine stuff, it's like, this is pure and just. It's like, no, you're still just fucking people up too. Like, that is still what it is. That is still what's gonna happen. You're still being used by someone with a lot more power than you. Like, I don't know. I don't see the difference, and it just is really funny when people like make it a anything else. It just, I've lost my train of thought on that a little bit, but I'm in the Chaos Legions, baby. I like Zeech. He's my fave. He's my boy. And I don't think that's gonna change anytime soon, honestly. Like, I really don't see a better reason to be worshiping some corpse emperor as opposed to worshiping a chaos god. Maybe that's just me. I know that Kit is very against all that. We've had some chats. He's against me. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. Thank you again for watching. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe if you want to see other videos like this, or if you want to see other videos with Baldermort as the main creator, please let me know in the comments. If you can become a patron, we really, really appreciate that as well. You get some extra perks if you do become a patron, in like getting your name on the screen, or, you get to fill out polls. You get to get some early content, unedited content, all sorts of fun stuff if you become a patron. So thank you once again, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.